Okay, so I'm here with Tracy, and Tracy got me into the machine using the PEMF. So a couple of weeks ago, I didn't even have a clue what PEMF is. I've known Tracy for 7 years. She's a pharmacist, and Tracy obviously knew about my ADHD, my addiction issues, my mental health, and she recommended this machine to me. So do you just want to tell us a bit about yourself, Tracy, and why you got involved with using this machine?
Yeah, well, like you said, I'm a pharmacist, but I sort of became a bit disillusioned with pharmacy along the way. Being heavily promoting of drugs and not really interested in helping people heal themselves naturally. And my background, unfortunately, I lost my brother to cancer when he was 23. That was in 1991. And if I'd have known then what I know now, he would probably still be alive. And that was one of my primary drivers for looking at natural therapies along the way. And when COVID hit, I left pharmacy and concentrated on my own health businesses. And I've always been interested in the natural healing side of things with supplements and lifestyle changes. And I knew cancer, really, there was a lot of cancers that could be cured with natural remedies and lifestyle changes if, you made that effort. And unfortunately, a lot of people, they fall into the hands of big pharma and they don't get the outcomes that they could. So along the way, I got introduced to something called light therapy. My friend started a centre off in Belfast, and I went to hear a couple of people, Jason Shirker and Dr. Sandra Michaels, speak about it. So I understood about frequency healing. So I'd love to have got a machine from them, but it was in the region of £15,000. And as you can imagine, that's not to be parted with lightly. So when my friend sent me some information about 4 weeks ago about the machine that we're talking about now, the OlyLife terahertz PEMF footplate, I couldn't believe the price of it, that it was so affordable. So I didn't hesitate, because that for me was going to be life-changing for my health. And my health, I'm 63, I'm labelled a type 2 diabetic. I don't take any medication for it. And I've reversed the diabetes predominantly with diet and lifestyle changes. But it's always in the back of your mind that it could come back. And I was getting some numbness between my toes, and there were certain things that I thought I needed to address. So the machine came just at the right time. So for me, diabetic neuropathy and the deterioration of your eyesight when you're diabetic is a worry. So I got the machine, and I couldn't believe it. I ordered it on the Monday, I had it on the Tuesday, and that night I put my feet on it, and I did my 30-minute session, and I drank my water and I went to bed as usual. And I woke up the next day, didn't feel too much different, and I did it again that day. And that night I went to sleep and I slept a bit better. But on the third night when I went to bed, I slept like a baby. And that was not me, because I was somebody who struggled to get to sleep, probably because I'd been on my phone too much, or, the blue light had got to me, and EMFs. I'm pretty sensitive to EMFs. I wear devices to help with that. And so I slept like a baby, and I woke up the next day, and I felt different. And it was weird, because I felt refreshed. And before the machine, I'd probably describe myself as pretty down in the dumps, depressed, not really positive about life with what's going on in the world at the moment, and struggling with my business to even find, the enthusiasm to make the phone calls, and talk to people. That's how I felt. And on that third day I woke up, I felt like a light switch had gone on, and that actually I felt like my old self. I felt like I'd got my mojo back. And I wanted to share it with my friends because I knew so many of my friends were down in the dumps and struggling. And when Sean rang me, he rang me about something else. I couldn't help myself but tell him all about it. And people who I've spoke to since I got my machine, they said to me, we can tell something's happened to you, because my voice was not monotone. My conversations were not short, like I wanted to get off the phone. I wanted to engage with people. I had enthusiasm back, and I feel like it's transformed me. And I only had it 3 days before that happened, and the numbness in my toes seems to have gone, and I had a little bit of back pain that I felt, but I just thought wear and tear, I'm 63. And that's gone. And I just feel like I just got life back. It's fantastic.
I mean, I feel a lot more energised and revitalised from it. And one of the things, obviously, I was sceptical of it at first is, can you tell us what other people that you've spoken to, the results that they've had?
Yeah. So obviously I've been a networker as such with health products for many years, right? And I've predominantly been in weight loss and helped people with supplements and things like that. So a few people came to mind who were diabetic, because obviously with me being labelled type 2 but diabetic, I've related to quite a few of my friends and customers on that level. So I did contact a friend of mine, and I know he has problems with neuropathy in his feet. So he bought a machine off my say-so, which was, fantastic. And he said he bought it for his wife because she doesn't sleep well, and because I told him about my improvement in sleep. So after about a week, I spoke to him and I said, what have you found? What's the difference have you found? And he said, I don't know if it's really helping Marilyn, but you know what? She's in such a better mood. And these things, you see, you don't always know what's happening until you actually, think about it. He said, she's in such a better mood. And I said, and what about you, Steve? What about your feet and things? And he said, I have noticed that, getting a bit more feeling in my feet. And he said, but I've had a list of jobs for 6 years. For 2 years, a list of 6 jobs, and I just couldn't be bothered. He said, I woke up the other day, I did all 6 jobs in one day. And things like that. That's how I felt. It's like I didn't want to procrastinate. Normally, I write my list, and the day after, I've ticked 2 things off, and I've still got another 10 that I just, should have done. All of a sudden, it's tick, 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 tick. I can't wait to get them done. Yeah. And that's what he said. And you don't always know.
It's subtle, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's quite subtle.
And it's a mental thing as well, as much as a physical help with the healing. Yeah.
So overall, I mean, for me, this machine has been absolutely life-changing. And this is the first time I will go on a camera and say that a specific product or anything really, other than the ADHD meds that I've been taking, combined with this, has been an absolute life changer. Because one thing with the meds for me is, obviously with ADHD medication, it's amphetamine based, and amphetamines are known to keep you awake. And another thing is, if I'm working on my computer late at night, I'm getting EMF as well, which is another thing that keeps you up at night. So the two combined, late at night are not good. Now, having this machine totally counteracts those effects. I'll come off that computer and, I'll have that machine on before I go to bed. And all I can say is I get the best night's sleep from using it. And I would say to anybody who's interested, try it for yourself. If you know me personally, get in touch with me. If you don't know me personally and you're serious about your health, get in touch with me, and we can arrange a way for you to actually try this yourself firsthand before you commit to it, because it's absolutely life-changing. And for the price of what it is, for less than 50p a day, you're getting something that's absolutely life-changing, that you won't get from anything else anywhere online, that you can't really buy from other places. So what is your health actually worth? So, for me, this is an absolutely, and also not just for me, for my wife as well, because she suffers with inflammation on her legs. She's been taking this and she's been gradually noticing a difference in the way she's feeling with her legs. And this stuff is scientifically proven. There's some articles on PubMed, and none of this, you go out and you see health products, okay? People make claims about things, and then there'll be counterclaims made, or there'll be arguments against what's being said. You go on Google and look for information on this. None of the claims that we're actually making have ever been challenged on this, because this machine's been used since the 70s, or this technology, should I say, has been used since the 70s to treat astronauts when they came back from space for things like cardiovascular issues and bone density issues, because it helps your muscle repair, it helps cartilage repair, it charges your body, increases your mitochondria, which is your energy levels. And from a we know what they say, healthy body, healthy mind. And from a physical perspective, once your health improves and your body improves, everything else falls into place in terms of your mental health. And even when you go into the gym, if you can train more, you can train harder, you can recover, your body gets better, you feel better, you're mentally better. It all has a big knock-on effect. And
my other friend Nabil, he took a machine, and he hadn't been able to play paddle for probably 12 months because he had a pain down his leg. It was like a sciatic pain.
Yeah.
And he's a driver, so his legs always bent, and it was aggravating it. So he took a machine off me, and he basically put it on the highest level. He said he's one of these extreme people.
That's exactly what I do.
I said, mine. Start on the low level, because it'll detox your body, and you don't know how the detox is going to affect you, So he went for level 10 on day one. So he took it on the Friday, used it Saturday, Sunday, and on the Monday, and he was sceptical. He didn't think it would work. Yeah. And on the Monday, he rang me and he said, "You'll never guess where I'm going." And I said, "Where?" He said, "I'm off to play paddle." And I said, "I don't believe it," because he's a skier as well, and he was wondering if he could get on his ski holiday this winter because of his leg being so bad, and the doctor hadn't been able to help him. And he said, "Yeah, the pain's gone in my leg." And he went to play paddle, and the people he plays paddle with, they're predominantly like retired older people. He's in his 40s, Nabil. And he said they were saying to him, "Wow, you're back playing paddle." And they said, "You're moving so differently." And he was, because all of a sudden he didn't have that pain. And he's been absolutely over the moon since. And he's obviously telling a lot of people about it. And a friend of his has also got a machine now on the strength of what he said. So, and one of the other things he noticed, he said, when he was driving, he drives long distance taxiing, he could drive from Glasgow to London, and he has clients that are in the film industry and things like that. So he said normally, he can't be bothered to talk to him on the journey. He might, just a bit of chit chat, but he said he taught this guy to death from Glasgow to London. He said they did the whole life history. And he said, "I can't believe it." He said, "I just really want to sort of chat to people." And that, you see, that's another thing that came from the machine.
Yeah. Because, obviously it increases your mental health, and it takes you out your shell, and probably if you're down and you're an introvert.
Yeah, and it might boost endorphins, all those kind of things, feel good factor.
Yeah.
Because he said definitely noticed.
Yeah. Brilliant. So although you've got it there, if you want any information or you want to speak to me, find me on social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. You can get hold of Tracy as well. Give us a shout, and we can go through it with you if you want to physically try this machine out for yourself, so you can actually see it firsthand, because there's one thing somebody telling you about it, and another thing is actually experiencing it for yourself firsthand. So Thanks for your time and hopefully hear from you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tracy.
Yeah.